We just don't serve people's need, we serve people's potential. And that's the big difference. When people come into rehab, the first question we ask them is, what is your dream? And it freaks them out because they're just trying to survive one more night. But the Bible says that where there's no revelation, people cast off restraint, which means there's no reason to have self-control if there's nothing great to live for. And so by giving them a dream, then we work through the core issues that are blocking them from getting to the dream. So we try to shine a big spotlight of hope right in the beginning in order that they might have something to go for and attain to in the future.
Wow. What have you learned about homelessness during these 30 years? What do you think a lot of people just don't understand about it?
Every testimony we have at church, we have a 4-minute testimony every church service from somebody whose life has been transformed, the Dream Center. 90% of every testimony says, my parents went through a divorce, or there's some family breakdown. And that became the traumatizing event that put them in that situation. I do also think the culture of drugs and just the openness to everything has created a culture where people just think it's friendly to become addicted to drugs, and then it starts a downward cycle of homelessness and things along those lines. But the breakdown of the family always seems to be the core issue when people are talking about a traumatic event that sent them into a situation or a negative spiral.
And I think there's so much conversation today about homelessness because it's become a very politically charged discussion and debate about what can be done policy-wise to help this issue. And it doesn't really seem like in most cities, including in Los Angeles, that we're going in the right direction. And I know that you're not on the public policy side of things, but you've obviously seen this city change. You've seen the policies implemented. I mean, what are your thoughts about whether, the policies have helped or exacerbated the issue?
Oh, well, we're spending so much money, it's unbelievable, on homelessness. It's crazy. It's like, it costs us $7,500 a year to house someone, rehabilitate them, educate them. It costs like $175,000 a year to incarcerate them or deal with the issues of homelessness per person. So there's no accountability. There's no reason for people to really grow. I mean, it would almost be better. I know this sounds crazy. It would almost be better if you gave everyone $10,000 to rebuild their life who went through a 1-year structured faith-based type of program. It would save us way more money than we're spending right now. I mean, but there's just no incentive to change. There's no incentive for people to want to go forward. We're trying to legislate something that is dealing with the heart. And when you're dealing with homeless people, you've got to have a lot of encounters with people before they're ready to make that change in their life. And that's what we do. We just keep showing up in their tents. We sing worship songs in their tent. And we just keep having many encounters before they're really ready to make that decision. But I think the general overall prevailing thought is we can't win. We can't win. People are going to use drugs. Let's try to get them into safe places. Let's build $1.2 billion hotels for homeless people. And then they get there and they can't figure out why. With these beautiful spaces we build for them, they're almost empty in 6 months because there's a heart issue. There's a transformation issue. There's deep-rooted issues that are there that no matter how nice you build a facility, they're going to empty out of it and they're going to be back on the streets because that mindset is brokenness. It's lost. And so, I think to provide incentives for programs that are really doing things and really support people who are already doing it. That's something Allie doesn't really do. They go all in with whatever their thought, inability to pivot really quick to issues, and so we meet them on a relational level. We do 1,200 hot meals a day, 1,200.
Wow.
People show up in the kitchen. We love on them, and they might show up 10 times to the kitchen. On the 11th time, they'll show up to a program. So I just feel like there's a lot of resistance towards models that work. And I think that's one of the biggest problems. If they never get out of this mindset that we can't win, we can't solve it, we can't directly approach people of why they're doing what they're doing.
The government.
We will never get to these issues of the broken-hearted people.